Some employees are hired on fixed-term contracts, so they're not contractors, or they're found by a court to be an employee, but they're hired on a 1-year, 2-year, 3-year, 5-year, any length of time contract, and that is possible in a way that some people are hired. Employees on fixed-term contracts do get notice if their contract is terminated early. Employees on fixed-term contracts where the contract is completed would only get notice specifically where required by law or the contract. So generally, fixed-term employees get virtually no notice at the end of the contract, although they have been told that their contract is ending at the end. Fixed-term contract employees would get notice if their contract is terminated early. If there's a termination provision that complies with the Employment Standards Act, they can be terminated with the same notice as a non-fixed term contract employee. However, if there is no contract, no ability to terminate them earlier, let's say under that, as opposed to getting reasonable common law notice, the law is that they actually get the payout for the remainder of the contract, which can be very large benefit for employees. If someone is on a 3-year contract and terminated 3 months in, they would potentially get the remainder of the 3-year contract unless there is a valid clause limiting them to earlier termination of the contract. For employees who've had contract over contract, lots of contracts, the law looks past the formal contracts often and sees the relationship behind it. And so very often when people have had a number of contracts in a row, the court looks behind those contracts, sees the actual indefinite relationship between the parties, and provides notice for someone with those multiple contracts in the same way as an employee, for instance, who's worked there for 10 years and who wasn't on 10 one-year contracts, as long as that's what the actual understanding of the parties were.